Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and well, yeah, this one got hit the nest. I have a lot of stations grief right now, but and I'm saying, well, it was expected, and yeah, its team, it's a lost cause. Yeah, they decided to commit seppuku. It's no joke, but also I have stuff to mention because seeing this this shit happening. It's an important lesson. Delivers an important lesson, but are going to hold up at the end while I'm ranting as we are looking this article. So Automaton posted this one. So Steam rules updated to prohibit content that violates rules set for by payment processors and banks. So yeah, like we have seen from Japanese companies, and people didn't care. Only the ones that actually care for the good stuff from Japan. Man, and even we are also having an article here that I'm going to cover out later. Maybe not in this video, but let's continue. Valve's rules regarding what developers shouldn't publish on Steam have a new clause regarding standards set for by payment processors. So just like what happened with the L side, but the L side didn't bend over. They found a new way, and they are still making money. We we need alternatives. Not only we need an alternative to Steam now. We need an alternative for payment processors because those are the ones dictating the money. We are heading right now into a dystopia. Seriously, hablo en serio. Where now that they are pushing a cashless society, pushing all of those surveillance stuff like it is in China with the social credit score, yeah, they are going to force you even more into what you are going to spend your money. They want to control what you're spending your money, but also they don't want you to hold up that said money. So even when we go full cashless in every single country, they are going to expire date, so an expiration date to just tell you, oh well, fuck this shit. You didn't spend all of your savings. We are taking away from you. Oh well, yeah, let's continue because this is about censorship. So Valve has updated its rules regarding content that developers aren't allowed to publish on Steam and reported by GameSpark. So the rules are guidelines. Section of Steamworks documentation now has an extra clause, and it suggests that publishers are required to comply with rules and standards set by various third parties involved in processing electronic payments. That assumes to be predominantly related to adult content. For now, this is the what I want to rant a lot because people like me and before me that knew about this problem and tried to warn people. That channel censored gaming even also did a video because Steam was doing this already, but now this with this clause got fucking worse. You know why? Because what like we have said on this channel many times, and I have covered a lot of topics, regardless of content being censored like the Japanese stuff, and the censorship is never going to stop there. They are not going for the furry stuff, and they are going for violence too. And guess what? Surprise, surprise, we try to warn people that hey, if you don't support the wits, the otakus, and this is something that pisses me the fuck off from that fucking side. That they think, oh, they're going to be so stubborn and arrogant that but those wits are still cringe. At the end of the day, they're still cringe. Oh, if they made their wording better, no, go fuck yourself with that bullshit. We told you many times censorship is not going to stop there because censorship is a sword that no, it's not a sword. They used a cancer. Censorship is a cancer, and it's like the philosophical embodiment of a sword that anyone that wields that sword and swinging it across their targets, their enemies. This thinking that is just going to be on the winning side, but that sword, it's also going to turn into fucking poltergeist and attack them because it's the entity itself of that sword that is just going to claim every single one of the stuff because at the end of the day, censorship is a power trip from whatever is a political side, a government side that they want to use to enact power and control over a population. That's why. Well, let's continue because we are going to see more of this shit. Prior to the update, the list included 14 clauses prohibiting things like hate speech, malware, sexual content depicting real people, and any for exploitation of children. Well, you know how that loosely worded it is. Because like I said it again, just like with my run with Nintendo, you have on console manufacturers woke far left ideologue retarded video games that shit on Catholicism, they shit on Christianity. They shit on anything remotely that is against the pedophile homosexuals of the LDHD, the anyone that is heterosexual to any common standard. And what the most important part, what is lolly content, they they claim that yeah, all of that should be purged. And yeah, I know I said that a lot of content with a lot with left. They they will put it if it's something related to a transformer in their own video games. Other stuff that is, like I said, true stuff, homosexual stuff, feminist stuff, religion insults directed to Christianity and Catholicism, and any other stuff that is offensive to the vast majority of people, and or you could say they are the target or what they are using their said ideological game. Those ones are roaming free. They even are roaming free on Steam. And meanwhile, anything that is like Senran Karo games, they got ditched out from consoles. And now Steam is also heading on the same way because they claiming right now, oh yeah, the payment processors are defining this that lolly content, and like Blue Archive, or now more spicy like stuff like Senran Kaura or Onechambara and many other examples. The payment processors can dictate, yeah, that one they should go to. So the next year they're going to keep moving the goalposts over and over and over again until now even just a game based on fucking Minecraft could be considered hate speech and hit all of the check marks that are stated in those clauses. Ah man, yeah, yeah, yeah. I have my head mixed right now here because yeah, it was eventually something that it could happen, but yeah, is to my opinion is sooner than expected. Let's continue because I just biting my tongue here. So the new 15 clause suggests that Steam may additionally have to crack down on specific types of adult content in response to the requirements of payment processors and banks. There are currently no specific examples of what this may entail, and that's by design because it's whatever the coming out of their balls or out of their ass uh, that they whatever they have in their mind. Like I said, this censorship is a power trip, and they are on this way to go to the other stuff. So, and let's continue. So, updated. According to SteamDB, a large number of games have been removed from the platform in the past 16 hours. Judging from the list, it appears sex simulator types games with keywords such as incest and slavery make up the majority. There are some confusing cases like the removal of the Ace Attorney inspired investigation game Trails of Innocence, although this could be a coincident style deletion. this one also. Yeah, even like the old stuff. Yeah, because let's not fool ourselves. Visa and Mastercards, they are committing crimes with OnlyFans platform by allowing to go all of those payments that well, any of those fucking pedophiles when someone of those providers put the cheese pizza there and they pay for it, they don't fucking care. And and that's the biggest issue here. Nobody can do anything at this point because they are too fucking big because they are in bed with the governments. Yeah, Visa and MasterCard are in bed with the governments because they offer something that every single government that really wants control over the people, they have. They have the track record of what we spend our money when every single time we use it. Every time we use Visa and MasterCard, hell, look in the past with PayPal that hey you had some savings there but you are going to use in this one now we're going to take that money away from you. Oh, you are getting financing for a Bison Noble game. Oh, but they have stuff that we don't like even though it's not illegal and if it's not against of TOS, well, we're going to change that, so we are going to take your money. Yeah, this is the final message on all of this. We try to warn you. To all of those morons that didn't side with the whips or anyone that they were calling this one out, it's going to be your time to get censored. It's going to be your time to get your stuff destroyed. And you're going to regret it with every single fiber, every single cell in your body that you should have wished to side with the whips and fight the censorship, defend the lolly content, defend the anime waifus. Because right now, this is the end for Steam. And also, this is the end for the majority of games that they are going to bend over because with this clause on Steam, despite Steam is the biggest platform on PC to sell you license and get access to games. There's going to be a moment in time in the near future, very, very near future, that they are going to take down those games. And if you want me to give you an example, even though, yeah, this sample cannot be rudely made here because, yeah, because the line is already the listed game that got basically the list because of licensing issues like the music. But pay attention to the content since now they're going to target everything that is like, oh, hate speech, oh, because of the violence there. There and all the context they are going to those sort of games to be removed from Steam as times goes by. We tried to warn you. We tried, but hey, we tried and they didn't want to listen. Now it's going to be too late. And to be honest, yeah, it kind of saddens me because, like I said, Steam it has been kind of the best platform to play video games. Sure, you're still having some anime waifus there right now that they are already censored, but they offer these censor patches. At that point, even I would suggest you think twice because probably they are going to remove those games, and or probably they're even going as far as removing it from your library because they're going to come up with a bullshit excuse that oh you are supporting violence, oh you are going to support this one. They are going to blackmail Steam, and Gabe Newell is going to bend over, and yeah, at one point they're going to remove your stuff from your library because that's how censorship goes. It can go even far and beyond. And I'm not giving them ideas. I think they already have this one in mind. For their stat. Yeah, it's fucking over for Steam, in my opinion. Because once the wheel of censorship, the sword of censorship, starts swinging, starts moving, there is no way to stop it. like I said, they payment processors now they're going after furry stuff. The furry stuff are having the biggest regret of their fucking lives, and they fucking deserve it, in my opinion, for supporting censorship against the stuff we like. And at this point, even I have to say it myself. I don't have sympathy for the ones that didn't want to listen to us. They they need to experience the same shit. The ones that enjoy it, the cute and funny to have like yeah, oh yeah, you're going to experience the same stuff as I do, as we do. Probably the next time you are going to demand for a new alternative, not only for platforms like Steam, but without censorship, but for payment processors, because this is the root of the problem. Steam could have gone okay, or even they didn't have to do all of these guidelines in the first place if payment processors didn't get this much of power. Well, there is that we are living in this dystopian precedent where most of the stuff is not going to be allowed. Other developers are going to see this and they are going to censor at source level. They are going to censor themselves without telling anyone. And the only way to know this is when we compare what the current stuff they release with the older stuff. So yeah, we are going in a very dark times. So well, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.